I felt Hongo's hand close over my left wrist.
I said, come with me.
There was an edge of insanity to his voice now. I pulled as hard as I could.
No! Stop! Let go of me! Let go!
I shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to get Hongo to let go of me. But I was still only a child. I was no match for a man like Hongo.
Stop struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you!
He heaved on my... Is that heaved?
Yep, it's heaved.
Okay, he heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Then suddenly,
Akane!
the door to the stairs flew open, and my brother Aoi burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake. He cried my name again as he leapt toward Hongo.
I also cut off.
I didn't mean to do that, sorry.
Sorry, I was just going to make a joke there. I also cut off my brother's words.
Yeah. I cried out. But then,
Ah, you're too late, idiot!
Hongo threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator. The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet and looked towards the open number 9 door. Hongo stood between it and me, but behind him I could see my brother, his fists clenched. But those fists never reached Hongo. With the cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Hongo glanced at me mechanically, his face registering that there was an object there, but not anything he would consider a human being. Then he turned away and walked to the red and sat next to the door. He reached into his pocket and removed 2 bracelets. He waved them both over the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the red. He checked the screen, then tossed the bracelets carelessly onto the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all and walked past me as though there was nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later, he was so running when he was doing that. 2 other doors slid shut as well.
You know, the moment she tried to run, he would have just ran over and just grabbed her.
I know. Then I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. I turned around and ran through the door with the 9.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
I could hear a voice from the other side of the door. A worried, frightened voice.
Help me!
My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed lonely around the empty room.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here!
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door!
What?
Then it started again.
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Incineration will
Just
begin
to say, we'll use the top right to
Oh.
keep track of who's saying who, just to be sure.
I had a curiosity. Could they not go back through the vent and grab her again?
Probably not.
They had 20 minutes.
Yeah, but
Okay.
okay. Let's say they go into the vent. You see, so it's clear that Gintaro Hongo would get rid of the cloth that was hanging out.
That's true, yeah. She wouldn't have been okay, fair enough, yeah.
18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Holy S. Man, I knew what I was going to say, but that is one hell of a creepy voice.
I knew it!
It's starting.
Santa started the incinerator. Fuck! Man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
What the hell? What the hell? What in God's name are you talking about?
Poor fucking Lotus. She's just like, I'm just a bystander.
Yeah, I knew
Children
this bystander.
here came back from my fucking dance class,
Yeah.
all happy out to be abducted into the same fucking thing that traumatized my children.
Yeah. Oh, I love that she's become the most sympathetic character.
She
here.
really is. She was at the start, but as this game goes on, poor fucking Lotus. She's just like, look at her. I'd be literally be like, my hands in the air, like, what the fuck did I do to deserve to be?
It's 9 years this and 9 years years that, and when it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. You aren't making any sense.
What I was gonna say is,
Yeah,
well,
she's so confused.
if they haven't explained it clearly by the end, I can explain why she's here. You kind of
Okay.
need to know the overall purpose.
You get if they don't explain it and I'm still confused of why the fuck Lotus is there, you can tell me because I'm still confused of why Lotus is there.
Yeah.
Go to be honest though, if the game doesn't end and explain why each and every person is there, I don't like that because I feel like that isn't. It means there's still flaws in if we can't get the reason why they're there. If you have to tell us the reason they're there afterwards,
No,
after the
it's.
fact.
I mean, you can infer it. Like, it's not as if the game hasn't given you anything.
Okay, fair enough. I just still can't think of anything.
I'm sorry, Lotus, but we really don't have time to explain it right now. I promise.
I
I'll
now
tell
know
you
why
everything
Junpei's
once
here,
we
though.
get out of here.
Yeah.
Because obviously he's connected to Kane, who is able to see the future, which now explains why he's here.
Yes.
But
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
you know what that means, right? Incinerate means burn. What kind of idiot do you think I am? I know what incinerate means. Well, god damn it. Okay, fine. I won't ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want. But you have to do something for me. 7, figure this out.
What? Why me?
Yeah, why him?
Shut up and stop this thing.
How the hell?
There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button.
There isn't anything like that.
Technically, there should be inside there, though. If this was like a real one, I think there,
Yeah,
there
but
is.
but it isn't designed for that.
No, this
because-
one probably isn't. This one is probably designed by the crazy Ace Hongo. So,
Yeah.
like, you know.
How the hell do you know?
Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
Yeah, Lotus isn't happy about that. Can't really blame her. Wait. The floor. It's moving.
Oh.
This is the emergency shutdown. What else can I say about it, but...
What the hell is that?
Oh, this is me again.
What is that?
What else could I say? The floor opened and a machine rose up out of it. It looked like a computer. At least, it kinda did. There was a monitor, a keyboard, and a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off, even as more took their place, and forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass drenched in tears. I know, poor Akane. She looks so. She actually looks. In fairness, you can tell she looks terrified.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
All I can see on this screen is a reflection of my own face. I'm looking kind of freaked out.
See, I'm assuming if he was here at Akane's age, he'd be bawling.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think it's the difference is age as well. He's older, so he's freaked out.
He's also not alone.
He's not alone where Akane... That's actually probably... Yeah, that's terrifying. Akane was stuck in there alone.
Yeah, by herself, yeah. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kind of drives it home. Okay, Junpei. Just calm down, alright? Everything's gonna be okay. Man, I wish that thing would just shut up.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
Alright, back to this thing.
Am I on a timer when I do this puzzle?
I don't believe you are.
Thank fucking Christ. Okay.
If it's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important. But what the hell am I supposed to do with it?
Hey, move!
Ah. Hey, we're all tense, lady. It doesn't mean you get to shove people around.
Okay, it's turned on. There's nothing on the screen, though. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it?
Remember that she works with computers.
Oh yeah, she's like a computer genie.
Computer genie.
Like genius, like genie. Yeah.
You get 3 wishes with what you want to do with your computer. Sure, I'll just put... Oh,
Oh, sorry, I thought that was said. Sorry.
huh? Well, at least it's on now.
I thought that was a line that was spoken for some reason.
Nah, it's fine, though. What's on the screen, though?
What is this?
What's up?
It looks like some sort of puzzle.
It's got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered across a 5x5 grid. The numbers range from 1 to 8.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle, the incinerator will stop? Yeah. Well, we can hope, right?
Alright, puzzle. How do you work? Oh man, that goddamn voice again.
Incineration will begin in 13 minutes.
13 minutes. Can we really do this? My heart feels like it's gonna pop.
My heart was pounding like it was about to explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I was sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Jumpy had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. I felt the seconds tick by as I stared at the screen completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured over them. Then I heard a voice.
Hey, what are you doing?
It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window, in the entry door was a face, a frowning evil face. Ugh. It was Hongo. How long had he been watching me?
Oh, don't know what to do.
He was yelling, but his voice was still muffled.
It's simple, really. But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
See, he just seems like a mad villain.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of this? I think the point of this experiment was to torment children. I'm convinced he just used it as the field thing, just so he could torment children.
I mean, you're free to think that, but actually, it's more that he wants to harness the field so that he can actually see people's
But he's
faces.
getting a lot of joy of the tormented children.
Yeah, he's getting a bit too into it. I get what you're saying.
Like, he's getting the tormenting of children a bit too much.
A bit
joy
too much, yeah.
into that. So I'm sorry. I still feel like secretly he just wants.
I think he is enjoying it, to be fair.
Oh, he's really enjoying the tormenting of children. His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. And I think about it, he's like, oh, this girl said this puzzle, I'm gonna watch her burn to death. It's like, I'm sorry, I don't want to see anyone burn to death.
Yeah.
Let it be human or an animal or anything. That seems just terrifying, and also that's one of the worst ways to die.
I was about to say, I think I've heard that it's one of the most painful ways to die.
Yeah, actually, being burnt alive is one of the most painful things that you can ever experience in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if you got set on fire and it got taken out, that is actually still...
Oh yeah, you're talking about all those burns of your body.
Joe, like, let's say if you're in a fire and you get burnt, even if you get burned by a pot, no, but like if you get caught on fire and you somehow get it out and survive, you're in a massive amount of pain.
Oh yeah.
Like, because you don't die right away when you're burned alive. You die kind of slowly. It's
There are actually like burn victims who have survived, but their skin is completely...
yeah. Oh no, I think they have factored that those skin grafting has actually
Well, yeah,
gotten
if
a
you
lot better in recent years.
Yeah, in recent years.
Yeah. So hopefully in the future, if people ever get severely burnt like that again, hopefully they're...
Well, yeah, they can get
properly.
skin transplants. I don't know how the economics of it works. I mean,
It's science.
like what I mean is, like, you know, over here that'll be kind of covered, you know, through the health system. But in other countries where, you know, it's private, I wonder how much it would cost.
I don't know.
Anyway, we should continue on with this.
I bit my lip and glared at Hongo, struggling to hold back hot tears.
You're a terrible person! I hate you!
Oh my. How could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? That's not very nice.
Could you imagine if you had a wife at home and she finds out later he did all this? I'd be like, what the fuck did I marry?
Yeah.
Like, I'd be like taking my children and be like, where's going far away from daddy? And then also taking half his money because he's clearly rich as fuck.
Oh yeah, you have so much money.
I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty. You see? I've even left you a way out.
A way out?
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator.
What's the point of stopping it? You'll only capture me and make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a fair man.
Huh?
If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape.
The verification function of the red?
I do believe that there was always a way out. I believe he's not tricking them, that if he says there is a way out, there is a way out.
Yeah.
Because that's,
That's part of the experiment.
Yeah, but I don't think he's ever tricked them to say he wasn't. He's still a horrible, evil monster.
Oh, yeah, completely.
But, like, it's not one of those things where it's like, haha, actually there was never a way out.
Yeah, he wants it to succeed ultimately because he wants to take advantage of it.
Yeah. Then I remembered. Before Hongo left the room, he had scanned 2 bracelets into the red. Oh, he'll see. That's why he left them on the floor, so she could pick them
There
up.
are 2
Yeah.
numbers in the red. The first is 1, and the second is 3. Say, Akane, what's your number?
I looked down at my left hand. The face in my bracelet showed a 5. Oh. 1 plus 3 plus 5 equals 9. I ran to the door with the 9 on it. I grabbed the red and put it on my hand against the scanner panel.
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
I hear Hongo's muffled voice from across the room.
I've already told you, didn't I? Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function
Yeah,
of the
so
red
she's
will
got to
activate.
solve the puzzle first, and only then can she put in her number.
In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
Why are you doing this?
You can never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys. Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
I can't! I don't know how!
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenetic field and find the solution.
I can't!
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's gonna be quite hot in there in a few minutes.
See, he's getting way too much enjoyment about a child burning to death.
Yeah.
Like, this is quite troubling.
He is definitely a psychopath, I will
I
say that.
imagine it will be very painful.
His horrible laugh echoed across the room, and even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it.
Incineration will begin in 10 minutes.
I was crying, great gulping sobs broken by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow, I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor.
I can't! I just can't! There's no way! I can't figure this out!
What was I going to do? I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fears scattered through my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were sweating, and my blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot. So hot. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest, as if it would pound itself to pieces. I reached into my pocket. I wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get. The doll Jumpy had given me. At least I had that. I held it tight with both hands and prayed.
Help me! Jumpy! Help me! Help me! Help me! Jumpy! 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 Please! Help me! Jumpy!
Akane?
Akane?
Who the hell is Akane?
Shut up! Just shut the hell up!
Seven and Lotus don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me. And I think Snake may have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here?
Akane! Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Say something!
F! Did something break our connection? I swear I just heard her. S!
Akane! Answer me! Akane!
Oh my god, you have like a Joker grin on your face there.
No. I spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course. But I heard it so clearly. Like he was right there.
Jumpy!
I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Jumpy!
That's her. She's there.
Then that means...
Akane! Akane!
Oh. Why did it... Are you in an incinerator right now? I don't know why it didn't...
Yes, I am! How did you know?
I couldn't believe that. He knew that.
Now I understand what Santa meant.
Right. There's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
I think I get it now.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
Jumpy, we don't have time!
As quickly as I could, I told him that I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator.
Got it!
And I do. I get everything now. At last, I finally understand what all of this means. I know why the Nonary game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane. I can't believe it, but there's only one possible answer. June is... 0 is... Akane Kurashiki. She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now. That means that there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save Akane Kurashiki. I must save her, no matter what.
Incineration will begin in 6 minutes.
The voice reminded me of how much time I had left.
Jumpy!
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, alright? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm not gonna let you die. I promise. So don't worry, alright? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. I felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with feelings for him.
Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. Is Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way.
Hey, what are you...
Just trust me, okay?
Sorry, Lotus, I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. I'll apologize later, alright? Now let's have a look at this thing. We've got numbers all over this grid. I think the panels are out of order, so I just need to switch these out. Staring at it isn't going to accomplish anything. I just have to try it.
Just think of what I did all those times before. I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.